Hi, everybody. Pastor Phil from St. Andrew Lutheran. This is just a video note about All Saints Sunday coming up. We have an understanding in our church that all people who belong to Christ are saints. Now, we use the word saints with a small s, as opposed to a proper name like St. Peter, St. Teresa, St. Benedict, and so forth. We use a small s because we are saints. Well, where does that come from? Well, the Greek word that it comes from, when St. Paul says, "Greet all the saints at Ephesus for me," or to the saints at Philippi. When he talks about saints, the Greek word is hagioi. Hagioi is the saints. And we translate it holy. So we are the holy ones. Now, you and I know that we don't always act very holy, but that's not the point. The point is we are holy because God has made us holy. And here's what I mean by holy. The definition of holy is it's something that is set apart for a special purpose. So, for example, we could have varieties of kinds of communion, but we have something called Holy Communion because it's set apart. There are all different kinds of baptisms, but there's a holy baptism that's a sacrament. So it's something that is set apart for the use. Why are the elements of Holy Communion, for example, bread and wine, why would we say that they are holy? Well, they're set apart for a special purpose. And so when we talk about All Saints Sunday, what we do is we remember all of those people who have been involved in our lives, who guide us and who teach us and who have had an effect on our lives. And it might not be about religion necessarily. It might be about the way that they lived their life. In a study this morning, several people were talking about their grandmothers and how their grandmothers loved them in such a way that they had this sense that no matter what's going on, I know that she loves me. Well, that's a very beautiful thing. So when we think about saints, we don't think about necessarily the religious life that they led. What we think about is their lives of discipleship as it was worked out in daily life. So one of the things we do is we make a list of all the people who are close to our congregation who have passed away since All Last Saints Day in 2019. And this year we have 18 of them, and we will go through the list, and as we go through the list, we're going to, a chime will say the name of the person, a chime will sound, and then we also are going to light a candle that's on the altar. And why is this? Because we are all saints. So saints living and saints who have gone on to be with the Lord. So that's where the word saint comes from. It comes from the word holy. But our holiness is not something that you and I do. It's something that God has done for us. Whatever righteousness we have, God has given us that righteousness. God has clothed us with his righteousness. So with thanksgiving for all of those saints in our lives, both living and dead, we thank God for those. And we continue as we celebrate All Saints Sunday, we continue in gratitude for all the gifts that God has brought into our life.